Hey, I'm Mark Walters from BigFanboy.com, and I'm standing here with the lovely Christian Serratos. Did I say that correctly? Serratos?
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of people make it fancier, but it's just...
Serratos. Did I try to put that in there? So. And Christian plays Angela in the Twilight films, the Twilight Saga, and you're in the new movie, The Eclipse, and you've been in all three movies. Now, this has got to be just an amazing whirlwind experience. You know, I'm sure that you had no idea when you signed on that Twilight was going to become the phenomenon that it did. But I mean, what's it like? I mean, being a part of this. I equate it to Star Wars for girls. So
a lot of people equate it to different things. But it's really cool to hear people say Star Wars, and today I heard Beatles, and I was like, wow, that's a big compliment. That's really cool. It's really great to be a part of something so massive. It's become such a phenomenon that, no, it didn't hit any of us at first, but now that we're in it, and now that we see how happy it makes people, we're really excited to be involved.
And talk a little bit about working with David Slade, because this is a really sort of a different direction, I think, from what they've done in the past. David's known for very dark films, and working with him on this film, how is he to work with?
He's really interesting. That's what I love about this entire thing, is that everyone meshes in and becomes one with their character, and everyone meshes in and becomes the perfect director for each film. Like, each director for each movie has matched it, and there's no other choice. Like, they each have their own flair, and it matches the movie. Like this one, the book is extremely dark and edgy and cool, and yeah, David does do a lot of really great stuff like that, so it just worked out perfectly, and the movie looks incredible.
Yeah. Now we know that Breaking Dawn is going to be 2 films. What can you tell us anything about? Like, is the ball rolling? Are things moving on that really quickly now?
Everything's moving. Yeah. We're waiting to get like information on everything, but they definitely want to crank it out as fast as possible because these fans want it, and we want to give it to them. So. Yeah.
Have you had a chance to do any of these Twilight conventions? I know there's a lot of Twilight conventions going on now where you can meet the fans and all that. Have you had a chance to do that?
Yeah, I do those as much as I can. That's the cool part about this saga, is that there is a want for you to go and meet the fans. They do want to see you, which is really cool. So all of us try to go out to different places as much as we can, so we can actually sit down and have, you know, a real talk with these people and see what it is they love about it and give them things they want to hear. So the last one I did was in Australia, and that was really fun.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's a great trip to take.
Yeah.
What's been the most passionate or most unusual fan reaction you've had so far?
It's all random and it's all weird at first, but then it becomes normal. Like, to see people screaming and crying, you don't think it would be normal, but at this point it kind of is. So right now, I think the weirdest thing that's happened so far is I received NASA certificates, like official NASA certificates saying that my name has been sent into space and orbited the moon like 15 times and back and around and here and there and then back to Earth.
Orbited the new moon. Sorry, I had to. And last but not least, I mean, is Eclipse, is it safe to say this is your favorite of the 3 so far?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. What makes this one different?
They're all progressively, and they've all been my favorite. As soon as Twilight was my favorite after I was done. New Moon, my favorite, and Eclipse is my favorite now. Yeah. And Breaking Dawn will be my favorite then, but the reason is because they each progressively get darker and edgier, and the movies are growing with the fans, and just like the books did. So I think everyone just wants to see the relationship between Bella and Edward get more intricate, and they want to see more of a rift between Jacob and Edward, and they get that a lot in Eclipse.
Are you Team Edward or Team Jacob?
I'm Team Switzerland all the way.
You have a movie coming up called 96 Minutes with you and Brittany Snow. Can you tell us anything about that?
Yeah. I filmed that in Atlanta. I just finished up with that. It was so much fun to film. I was there for a good amount of time, which was nice. I always love to get away, and when I'm doing something I love, it's even more incredible. So it's based on a true story, and it's about 2 young girls who get kidnapped on their way to their car by 2 young men. So the entire movie is just
sounds deep.
It is. Yeah. It's set around us 4 and our struggle to kind of communicate, and the girls' struggle to get away.
Yeah. Well, speaking of getaway, I know they got to get you to another theater, but I really appreciate you taking out time with us. Christian Serratos, the film is Eclipse. I don't need to tell you to go see it, but see it anyway. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It's
Pleasure
nice
to meet you. Yeah, nice talking to you.
How's everyone doing? Good. Are you guys excited? excited to see Eclipse? Now, I'm trying to see just how many people are seeing it within a short amount of time, so has anyone seen it yet? That's ridiculous. That is absurd, but I'm thankful. Thank you. Glad you like it. Let's see which team is going to win here. Who's Team Edward? And Team Jacob. Last theater, Edward won, and here I think Jacob did. Anyway, for those of you who haven't seen it, there's a lot more action. It's really exciting. I think this movie was probably my favorite out of the entire saga so far, until Breaking Dawn, and I'm sure that'll be my favorite. But I hope you guys enjoy, and have a good time. Thank you.